In modern world, we are completely surrounded by technology. From the smallest things like talking to a friend to a huge responsibility like flying a plane to help us navigate through each facet of our daily life. But did you know what's considered cutting edge technology of today looked alike in the past? No? Then let me show you. Just half a century ago, there was no phones, social media, and even the internet. It's pretty amazing considering that in our age of technology, we can't even fathom a world without internet. But our father and our grandfather have actually lived in a world like that. Today we can talk to our friends and family all around the world with a touch of our smartphone. But in the 19th century, the best mode of communication was a telephone, a pager, or a cellular phone. Now, this begs the question, what's cellular phone? Then let me show you. Shocking, right? But the real revolution in the field of information technology and communication came with the birth of internet. On the 1st of January 1983, internet came into existence. But at the time it was mostly used in government facilities. But its commercial use started in the year of 1995, 12 years later from its creation. With internet, information which until this point was jealously guarded by government and large private organizations became publicly available. And this not only helped to sate the inherent thirst of knowledge of human beings but also connected the world on a level never seen before. This connection was experienced in form of social networking sites at first and in form of social media later. Year of 1994 is marked as a big milestone in this revolution because it's in this year that first ever smartphone was released. It was called the IBM Simon. But this revolution did not stop here. In just over a decade, the world witnessed another huge shift in the world of communication, and it was all thanks to a single man named Steve Jobs and his company Apple, as they launched the first ever iPhone. This iPhone completely changed the dynamics of what a phone can do and can't do. Before iPhone, most of the social networking was limited to the computer sites, but iPhones opened a whole new market for them. And in just over a year, a lot of social networking apps start to pop up all over, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and many more. The emergence of social media apps connected the world on a more deeper and personal level. People were now able to express themselves on these platforms without any form of restrictions and censorship. And these apps become a place for free speech as well as a place to make friendships and relationships. But just like any other innovation, social media also came with its own positives and negatives. So let's discuss some of these aspects of social media, and let's start up with some positive aspects. Social media made it easy to find groups of like-minded people or make new friends. Finding a close-knit community can help us feel valued and accepted. Social media is also an easy way to nurture existing relationships with family and friends who have moved away. Sharing photos, hosting video chats, and having group discussions become the norm of our modern lifestyle. People of all ages use social media to make their voices heard. They are freely able to express themselves on these platforms. This is not only help individual to build confidence, gain new communication skills, and quickly spread positive and important messages. For example, TikTok become a global phenomenon with millions of people of all ages using it to not only express themselves but to also build their brand and audience. News from just about any part of the world can spread like wildfire on social media. While this can be overwhelming sometimes, it can also keep us in tune with important events that's taking place all around the world. Social media became a huge platform to raise awareness as well as to convey important news, especially in the 2020s. With all this positive effect that social media bring to the world, it is also responsible for some of not so pleasant changes that occur in our society. So, what are these negative aspects? Let's explore them together. Social media's enormous impact is unmistakable. Facebook sees approximately 300 million new photos uploaded daily, while 6,000 tweets are sent every second. Due to so much traffic on these sites, they also attract some people who wants to misuse it, and misinformation is one of the most common and most prevalent drawback of any social media app. Due to easy access, anyone can use these platforms, and many radical forces use this loophole to spread a specific agenda to negatively affect a specific sector, community, or individual. And sometimes this misinformation can have grave consequences. Social media can be more addictive than a cigarette or alcohol. It is a powerful draw for many people that leads to them checking it all the time without even thinking about it. If you're not sure whether you are addicted to social networks, try to remember the last time you went a full day without checking any social media accounts. Do you feel rejected if someone unfollows you on Instagram? And if your favorite social media app disappears tomorrow, will it make you feel hollow or depressed? The reality of the situation is, in India, a regular Indian woman spends at least 3 hours of a day on such apps, while a male spends 2 hours and 40 minutes. This statistics is especially worrying in children of age 20 and below, as they tend to spend more than 4 hours on the social media apps. This addiction to social media not only makes people more prone to depression, but also make them very unrealistic in day-to-day life. Because unlike social media, there is no instant gratification in real world. Social media has become a key tool for investors, whether they are seeking to promote their product or to seek knowledge about a certain product or stock. But social media also offers a number of features that criminals find especially attractive. Fraudsters can use the social media to appear as a legitimate business and scam good, honest people of their hard-earned money. In India, this type of scams have become a harsh reality, as a lot of criminal-minded people use the social media sites to harass, scam, and rob people. Spam and email is often used to promote false information about an investment scheme or about a company. Scammers use these outlets to track and spy on their potential victims. The bank called OTP fraud have especially become a large nuisance for the police in recent years. Hence, bank as well as government become more proactive to make people more aware about this type of scams and frauds.